I am Marlene. I am the content creator for Marlene Reviews. And here's what I do on my channel.
Check it out! Check it out!
So on today, we're doing another financial video. We're continuing on last week. Last week, we talked about another financial video. If you have not seen that, I will have that linked in the cards or in the description box below. So today we're going to be talking about 6 ways to fatten your thin credit file. So I'm going to start off by sharing with you what is a thin credit file. So if you can see that, a thin credit file is one that has very little information on it. Basically, you'd have to have little to no credit history to have a thin credit file, and that's what creates the problem. Imagine all the credit files are digital today, and imagine if they weren't printed on paper. So basically, you have no credit history. So not having a credit history is what presents a problem. So the question is, how do we fatten up your credit file? And I'm going to share that information right here. So right there, you see where it says, how can you fatten your thin credit file? You can do this in 6 ways. Number 1, apply for a secured credit card. And why that's important to apply for a secured credit card. A secured credit card is one in which you put a few $100s to a credit card company or your bank, and that is how you establish your credit. So you give them, say, $100, $200, and then you use your credit card. And once you have established a history of paying, then you receive more credit, and then you don't have to give the money, but you have to start somewhere. So the best way you can do that is by getting a secured credit card and putting up a few $100s. The second thing is you benefit from someone else's credit history. So piggybacking off someone you know and you trust and make them become an authorized user. In this case, then you are using your authorized credit history of that person, and then that goes into account for you when the bank issues you a card. And the primary cardholder has the full responsibility for the account, but it's just that you benefit from somebody else with good credit. The third way is apply for a credit builder loan. A credit builder loan is just like that. They help applicants to build their credit histories, such as loans, and these are typically available at smaller community financial institutions and credit unions. And the money that you borrow is actually held by the lender in a savings account. And then once you fully pay off the loan, and that's when the funds are released to you. Number 4, if you rent your home, get your rental account reported to the credit bureaus. And this is so important. That will go into your credit history. Just because you're paying rent at a place, it does not mean that these creditors know that you have a good history of paying your rent every month. So get a card, get a way for your rental company or whoever you pay rent to put that on your, to send it to the credit bureau so you have a history of on time payments. And there are websites that will do that, which is Rent Track or Pay Your Rent. If you don't have that and you need it, I can link that down in the description box. So number 5, don't apply for too much credit at once. You know, if you already have a thin credit file, it can be tempting to apply for a bunch of new cards all at the same time, but don't do that. Lenders may get the impression that you're not good at managing your credit and that there are too many accounts in such a short period of time. So once you have been using a new account for 6 months, that's when you might consider applying for another one. And this is the final one, guys, number 6. Check your credit reports. I know I say that all the time, but it's so important to fattening your credit file. When you are embarking on your credit journey, you want to make sure that the information being reported to the credit agency is correct. And you want to make a habit of checking your credit reports from each of the 3 credit bureaus. What are the 3 credit bureaus? Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. So you can check it for free once a year at annualcreditreport.com. I will have that linked also in the description box below. So guys, that has been all the information on how to fatten your thin credit file. Just because you may have a thin credit file, there's easy ways, as mentioned in this video, to fatten it. You can improve it. You can secure yourself more credit. It just takes a little bit of maneuvering, but you can do it. So keep encouraged, keep being a good manager of your money, be in the driver's seat of your financial health, and everything will improve. So thank you so much for watching. I am Marlene. I am the content creator for Marlene Reviews. And I thank you so much for watching. Let me know how your credit is going. Do you have a thin credit file? Do you want to find ways to improve it? Let me know that down below. And next week, we will be discussing why it is important to have a savings account or a savings fund. So look forward to that one, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.